What are the latest XRP news? How much will XRP cost after the trial? When will the result of the trial be announced? We will answer all these questions in today's video. Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderoty responded to Coinbase's SEC Wells notification. SEC. A Wells notice is a SEC letter stating that a corporation or person violated securities laws. It gives the receiver 6 months to refute these charges before the SEC decides to take action. Coinbase received this SEC letter yesterday. According to Coinbase's chief legal officer Paul Grewal's blog post, the warning gave Coinbase nothing to react to. The statement claims that an undefined part of the exchange's tradable assets, Coinbase Prime, and its self-custody wallet violate investor protection regulations. The crypto exchange was investigated last year. In a case against former Coinbase employee Ishan Wahi for insider trading, the regulator also alleged that 9 exchange assets were unregistered securities. Coinbase still trusts their asset listing procedure. Coinbase does not list securities, Grewal said in the blog yesterday. In recent weeks, the crypto exchange has also asserted that its staking program is not an unregistered securities offering. In February, Coinbase rival Kraken settled SEC allegations by permanently ending its U.S. staking operation and paying a $30 million fine. Coinbase notes that the SEC authorized its operation and permitted it to become a publicly listed corporation in April 2021, days before SEC Chair Gary Gensler took office. In the previous 9 months, the company met with SEC investigators 30 times to register part of its operation and settle inquiries. Although Coinbase paid millions in legal expenses to identify viable registration models for Bitcoin, the SEC stopped the process in January. Grewal speculated that Gensler's numerous remarks urging crypto businesses to register with the SEC would fail. As reported in recent months, the crypto exchange seems to have been preparing for a showdown with the regulator. The crypto exchange recently revised its risk statement to clarify that it may not remove a listed crypto asset even if the SEC labels it a security until the regulator wins in court. Ripple is still fighting the market regulator on whether XRP is an unregistered securities. The blockchain payment startup got an amicus brief from Coinbase in its battle against the whole fledgling industry. If the SEC takes action, Consensy's lawyer William Hughes expects a flood of amicus filings supporting Coinbase. Alderoty's responses and history suggest Ripple might support Coinbase. Hughes believed that if the SEC enforces, the court fight would go years and beyond Gensler. The attorney predicts that factual issues will lead to appeals. In July, CryptoLaw founder-attorney John E. Deaton called the SEC a complete and total disgrace. The regulator's actions angered and grieved the attorney. The attorney later tweeted that free marketeers would be disgusted by the SEC's actions. U.S. market growth is questionable. Once Terra and Fox collapsed, authorities, notably the SEC, seem to have initiated an industry-wide crackdown. Market players want unambiguous instructions. In recent weeks, the XRP market has been on a roll. The price of XRP rose as optimism in a Ripple victory in the United States Securities and Exchange Commission (CE) lawsuit reached an all-time high. Yet, the community may have cause to be worried, as CNBC Mad Money commentator Jim Cramer said that the SEC may lose its lawsuit against Ripple. SEC says, look, they're generating securities every day of the week. There's a Ripple case. They may not even win the Ripple case, but the Binance case is very, very different. Cramer stated in the video, which has gone viral on cryptocurrency Twitter. For background, it is worth remembering that the pundit has gained his reputation as an inverse indicator, with results in conventional and crypto markets often moving in the opposite way of his forecasts. One explanation is that he unknowingly encourages viewers to purchase at the peak and sell at the bottom. One of his most recent gaffes was a vote of confidence in Silicon Valley Bank and First Republic Bank. The former went bankrupt earlier this month and has since been bought out by First Citizens. In contrast, the latter has a $3.04 billion hole on its financial sheet that it is attempting to fill before looking for a buyer again. Until today, the XRP community had little cause to be concerned about Inverse Kramer, who has often referred to the cryptocurrency as a hoax. Attorney John E. Deaton, who represents thousands of XRP investors as a friend of the court in Ripple's SEC action, claims that the recent price fall started when Kramer said that Ripple may win the SEC case. One neighborhood member called Kramer's backing the kiss of death after hearing Deaton's comments. At the time of writing, XRP is down 1.39s in the previous 24 hours after posting double-digit percentage increases for many days. Another commenter hoped that Kramer's forecast in the Ripple would be one of the few times the pundit was true, citing the phrase, "Even a broken clock is right twice a day." Another person said that this case did not qualify since the pundit did not say it with his customary conviction. Still, he regarded it as a near call. In 2020, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission charged Ripple and its executives with violating securities laws by selling XRP to finance its operations. It claimed that the blockchain payments business failed to register the asset with the commission. The long legal struggle is finally coming to a conclusion after more than 2 years. Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest, has commented on the case's conclusion. She feels the SEC is on the verge of losing the lawsuit. She does not, however, explain why she feels this is the case. It seems the SEC could be on their way to losing that as well, Wood said in a recent interview highlighting previous court setbacks for the agency. It is worth mentioning that recent court decisions tend to favor the blockchain payments provider. As previously reported, Ripple Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderodi said that the company's confidence improved with each verdict after Judge Analisa Torres' decision on Dobert arguments. Ripple has also recently filed letters citing different court opinions in support of its fair notice defense. The SEC has now replied to these letters, as previously reported. Nonetheless, analysts remarked that Ripple's arguments were not harmed by the response, especially when it came to remarks from the judge in Voyager's bankruptcy case. Attorney John E. Deaton, who is representing thousands of XRP holders as a friend of the court in the legal dispute, has warned community members to anticipate a judgment on so-called summary judgment in the coming weeks. Significantly, Wood's most recent words were in response to questions concerning the feasibility and timeframe of a Bitcoin spot exchange, traded fund, ETF in the United States, which has been authorized by the Securities and Exchange Commission. SEC. The ARK Invest CEO blasted the commission for being inconsistent in approving Bitcoin ETF products, citing remarks from grayscale appeal judges. Judges questioned why the same fraud safeguards were adequate for the SEC to approve a futures ETF, but insufficient for a spot ETF, as stated in a prior article. As a result, Wood anticipates that Grayscale will get a favorable verdict in June. She said that the SEC would be forced to choose between closing the Bitcoin futures product it had authorized and approving the Grayscale spot authorized and approving the Grayscale spot ETF. Remember that Wood's ARK Invest, in collaboration with 21 shares, filed a Bitcoin spot ETF application twice. Both times, the SEC denied the offering, with the most recent rejection coming in January.